Wanted to write and publish your own book to hold it in your own hand? I'm Mila Johansson from Pen to Published, and I coach writing and publishing. In fact, I helped Steve, Irma, and Olivia put together their book, Heart Notes, as an example of what I do. And I'm so excited to be an official sponsor for the Sing Your Heart Song Summit in July. Right now, you're going to experience a speaker spotlight series. There are so many valuable speakers for you to get to know before they do their presentation. Don't just watch, join the conversation in chat.
Sing Your Heart Song Speaker Spotlight featuring Robert Bostick. Robert Bostick has enjoyed making people laugh for as long as he can remember. This skill has served him well as a public speaker, a comedian, and during his 20-year award-winning career in corporate sales. Robert created the world's first suite of professional humor tools for professionals at HumorPoint. Please visit www.HumorPointcom. Mark your calendars. Robert will be presenting on day 2 of our summit under the theme of Valuing Your Heart Song and the Power of Humor. Happy Meals have been discontinued. Would you like to try our new incredibly euphoric, mind-numbing, blissful, deliriously ecstatic meal? Robert shares one of his favorite quotes from Guillaume Apollinaire. Now and then, it's good to pause in our pursuit of happiness and just be happy. I see you dancing and grooving, Irma. Go for it.
Hello, Olivia. Good to see you again,
Irma.
friends.
I am so excited you're joining me today for a speaker spotlight. Usually you're in the chat, so now you're actually live and get to interview one of our speakers. So it's amazing.
I am so happy to be here. It's great because I have other commitments, and then I usually just join via chat when I can. This is great to be in person. We see each other, and we are going to have a fantastic guest today who will blow your socks off.
Indeed, I'm so excited to introduce our speaker for today, and we find ways to collaborate, right? And so, you have some other commitments, Steph and I have some other commitments, but we find ways in which we can support one another and we can leverage each other's strengths. And so I'm especially grateful to you because, you support our West Coast, our West Coast and different time zones, alternative time zone speakers.
I must say, I am now a pro in knowing which time zone is what difference from where I am at here in Calgary in Alberta. It makes for very interesting conversation sometimes when I wonder, oh shoot, am I supposed to be on? What's the time difference? Google is my best friend, let me tell you.
Indeed, indeed. So just so all of you are aware, our summit is coming up in July 19, 20, and 21. So go ahead and reserve those dates. Everything is in Eastern time. So please make a note of that when you register so that we are in Eastern time, because you want to make sure that you're on for every single presentation. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started for today. Welcome to all of you for joining us. We're so thankful that you're here. We have been going strong. This is our second week of speaker spotlights, and we've just had the most amazing, enlightening conversations with every one of our speakers. We had a great kickoff last week. We're continuing strong this week, and there's more to come. There's still another 2 weeks left of this month to introduce to you even more valuable speakers. But today we're going to turn our attention over to the amazing, the fabulous Robert Bostick. Here we go. We're going to give him a big whoosh welcome. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoosh!
Whoa, what the heck is that?
Wait, do my eyes deceive me? Irma, I think this is Robert Redford.
Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable.
I am amazed. Thank you for appearing on our show. Oh,
Robert Redford, I'm a huge fan.
Oh my God. The Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
It is so good to have you on our show, Robert. Thank you for taking the time to be with us.
Happy to be here. Excited.
Just kidding. This is a Robert Redford lookalike.
Oh yeah. Standing.
Yeah.
Stunt double.
It's the hat. It's the hat.
The hat. How you doing? Top of the day, everybody.
Beautiful. And you're looking very dapper, Robert. I love it.
Thank you. It's amazing. I tried to get a second one of these hats. They stopped making them. And I contacted the manufacturers. Are you guys out of your mind? Green with a nice brown band. This color, gone.
Gone.
Last one.
We'll need to find you a hat maker.
Yeah.
Order one.
So good.
Well, Robert, we are so delighted that you're here, that you're part of our Sing Your Heart Song Summit. You know, just so amazed. I've learned so much from you. I've used all your humor tools. I'm a big fan.
My new site is up too, so that's it's very exciting. I'm very excited about that too.
Absolutely. Yeah. So here it is for all of you to know. HumorPoint.com. It's where you can find every single humor tool available. Cartoons, memes, GIF generators. You name it and more. So,
and you've actually been great at using them. I mean, I'm watching you use cartoons in your various communications, your emails, and your invitations. Yeah. And it's great to see somebody take the ball and run with it. And you've got great taste. And I really think it improves the vibe and the invitation and the enjoyment of what you're putting into people, and makes it more appealing. So you're proving my very point, which is exciting for me.
I love that, because I saw a LinkedIn post from you to say, like, hey, why not jazz up your emails with a funny cartoon? And so, like, you know what? That's what I do, because I want people to open my emails. So, all of you speakers out there, I want you to open my emails. And so it's worked. I've used every single email that I sent out for announcements, notifications. I'll include like a funny cartoon related to that message, maybe a calendar reminder, maybe scheduling, maybe like speaker presentation tips, etc. And it's amazing how you've organized the cartoon search engine, because I can literally type in any keyword that I'm thinking of, and like magic, it just appears like this array of cartoons. Like, I don't know how you do it. Like, your algorithm is like top notch.
That's so exciting. I'll be honest with you. You're one of the early adopters, because it's just rolling out now and people are using it, discovering it. And you discovered the magic. I use it all the time. I'm astonished when I use it. I type in any word. I could be in a weird mood. I could put bored or anxious or joyful, and boom, up comes within 3 seconds the greatest cartoons or quotes or funny images that like, what? So it's an exciting tool for me as a user.
Well, the first time I saw Olivia send out an email with that, I was hooked. I thought, what a great way to get someone's attention so that they will look at their email. First, they're going to look at the picture, and she chooses the cartoon that goes with the reminder or with whatever it is. So she makes wonderful choices. I think it's brilliant.
Oh, thank you so much. And and I appreciate that, because what I love is that you're given a lot of choices. So you kind of like you're able to peruse and kind of think and no, about this one, then think, and what exactly am I trying to say here? Which you cannot do that on Pinterest. You can't really do it any other way because they're not really dialed into that feeling or that, heart song that you're trying to present. So thank you. You've proven my work has been worth it.
And something that I'm studying right in my own humor academy journey is to understand the wit. So wit is the cognitive response to humor stimulants, such as a cartoon.
Yeah.
And so when I choose something, I want people to kind of get it. And I'm so happy to hear that, Irma, you get it.
I get it.
Right? That light bulb moment, and then you feel witty. You feel like, oh wow, like I'm able to put two and two together and actually make sense of this image and the pun that's intended behind it.
Yeah.
So in thinking of the cartoon I made in that intro clip of you, I chose that because I wanted to go something with that quote that you chose from Guillaume, and I just typed in the word happy, and sure enough, that Happy Meal came up. And I was like, oh, this is perfect because we expect this Happy Meal, and it was kind of a sarcastic take, like, no, you can have a mind-numbing, blissful, euphoric, ecstatic meal instead.
What I tell people is, and one of my dreams of the perfect cartoon, one of the reasons I built it was to support the cartoon industry. And I thought to myself, let's take this industry, which is a vast, very much unknown industry. Let's bring their best products together. Let's have them so they can be cross-marketed. And then let's have it so the stand-up comedians can then promote the perfect cartoon to support the sit-down comedians, because you realize cartoonists are sit-down comedians, and they're brilliant because they make it so you and I can present a funny moment and deliver this joyful moment to people and get credit for having a sense of humor. So now they get to know us a little bit better because they see that's our sense of humor. And so everybody gets to kind of get to know each other's hearts a little bit better by how they pick humor, but now they have a way to go pick humor versus having no idea how to make that connection happen. So the world wins, and I'm looking forward to having Jerry Seinfeld look at the perfect cartoon and go like, I love this. I'm going to post this on Twitter. I want 1 million people going in there tomorrow. So that's my big dream. To support in fact, I've got this organization I'm started called Success, which is stand-up comedians supporting sit-down comedians. If you do the acronym, it works. And why not? Because these sit-down comedians are out there doing the best humor in the world, the most heartfelt humor in the world. And they deserve to be elevated for all of us.
You know what? And especially after the 2 years we've all been through, we need to be elevated. We need to find joy and laughter in everything around us because we were isolated. And Olivia and I were talking about it. You're so used to be inside and to be able to now share joy, share laughter, share that humor with other people. That is your heart song, isn't it?
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. That's great.
So tell us more about your heart song. Tell us more about why humor. Why?
Humor's a funny thing. I know I just made that up, but when I was in 4th grade, there was a girl that sat behind me a couple of rows, and I just in 4th grade learned how to kind of raise my hand and say something that caused the audience to kind of smile in the 4th grade class and make her smile. And then how I judged my humor was whether or not the teacher laughed or smiled or thought I was interrupting. I was not useful. And she got it. And at that point, that's when I first realized, this is kind of a useful little heart song to put out there. And I was good at it. And so I just kept going with it, and all through high school and everywhere else. But mainly, I just think I've just learned over time, its power is astonishing. Its power for good is astonishing, and that everybody can, benefit by being able to share great, great humor. and the search engine helps you find great humor. There's other ways to find great humor, but just to kind of let people start to see what great humor looks like and say, I could do that. And then all of a sudden they get the same credit for having a great sense of humor that the cartoonist did for writing it, or the funny meme got for putting it together. So by giving people access to exceptional high quality humor, there's all winners. People like you more. People think you're smart. People think you're more appealing. People want to buy from you. People want to work with you. You integrate great humor within an organization. All of a sudden, everybody's enjoying each other's company. Everybody's getting to know each other a little bit better in a way that's not title driven. It's just joy driven and feel good driven. So the idea is, how do we bring more humor to everywhere? And luckily we have all these great people who develop great humor who can give us stuff to share. So that's the idea. And as far as I'm concerned, it's one of the untapped great opportunities of the human race.
And I'm so glad you brought that point, because when I searched the cartoon search engine, it is highly, highly curated. So I'm not going to find anything offensive, debilitating, etc. It's like clean, good-natured humor that can be tastefully used in a presentation, at a board meeting, in an email newsletter, in a social media post. So I love that you've taken that extra measure to make sure, because like you said, like you can Google cartoons. I mean, they're everywhere, right?
Right.
And other thing I really love that you do is that once in a while, you'll introduce us new cartoonists in your social media posts.
Yeah.
And you're like, I want you to meet so-and-so, and this is his or her style of cartoons. And like, you can find a collection of it under the cartoon search engine. So I love that you do the service for so many of these wonderful behind the scenes, right?
Behind the scenes.
Right, type of comedians, because they truly are. They've got a different sense of humor, you know. I mean, to draw an image, to capture.
Unbelievable. Olivia, unbelievable. These people, like take Harry Bliss, for example. I'll look up his name. He's incredible. He puts out a cartoon every day. Many cartoonists do, actually, every day. And again, most of these cartoons never are seen again. They're put on some website. They're put on their website or somebody else. And they're just never, So I can spot a brilliant cartoon. I have a variety of them I'm perusing all the time. But they are miraculous souls. I mean, think about it. A comedian, and I've done comedy. You get an idea, you put it in front of an audience. It didn't go so good. You listen to the tape of it. You realize if you pause, here's a little bit better. And then you finally, then a couple of times, okay, and this is my part of my 5-minute bit, right? And that's my bit forever. Whereas these guys, every day, I don't know how they're doing it. They got their dog talking to the cat. Now they got a banker talking to a fireman. And so you got this set situation. Then you got what's the dialogue about? And then what's the punchline? You crazy? That's a lot of work. And to put that out every day, I have no idea how they do it, but I'm happy they do.
Highly intelligent people.
Very intelligent. Yeah.
Definitely. And there's such a fine line between vulgar humor and good, fun, clean humor.
Yeah.
Such a fine line. And I don't know, I've seen things this week in the news as well where you cannot believe that artists, what they go to get attention. And where is the class? Where is the absolute poise? Creating something clean but spectacular. And that is, Robert, what I feel you've been doing.
Oh, you're very sweet. Well, I like what Olivia said, good-natured. I mean, that should be the baseline. That's the thing. But I appreciate you folks are becoming fans of the cartoon industry, and you're slowly but surely realizing, who are these people? And this industry is way undervalued. These people should be celebrities. They should be on talk shows. Their heart songs should be sung much more within the culture, and they should be, I might, like, for example, take Rachel Maddow or any, these news shows, right? Or even Stephen Colbert. They should begin and end with a cartoon. There should be cartoons inside these shows, the best of the week. They should be shouting out these genius cartoonists So these people, these holy grail of hearts should be at the top of the food chain of people, because not only are they brilliant, but they're really impacting our lives in the sweetest ways. And also, you know, you go to some of these cartoons, if you put in like mindfulness, you put in heartbreak, you put in even breakup, like, you know, put the word breakup in, you will find the perfect cartoon to send to your girlfriend or boyfriend of whom you guys are on the edge about. And that person will read that thing and say, okay, okay. That, as you say, the good natured of that. Okay, let's talk. So, I mean, that's what these guys build bridges between hearts, unlike anybody I know. And without the edge that's, you know, that comedians have and the whole thing. Is that supposed to be funny? Or is that mean? Or are we laughing because that was mean, really mean? And we enjoy seeing somebody get a knife stuck in their back? Or is that, oh, I don't know what this is, but okay, I guess we're all laughing, so I'm in on this. It's just not, cartoonists are much more intimate with the human heart. And I love
You know what, Robert? We may just end ghosting and break up over texting
That's so
with
funny.
a well-placed cartoon.
That's so funny.
And I'm really going to take up on this offer because, you know, I do believe that cartoonists should be spotlit more. So perhaps you can be our conduit to this world, and we can feature a cartoonist as a speaker at every summit.
Oh, wow.
Like one cartoonist. What do you think, Irma, for that?
I love that idea because,
Such a good idea. Damn good idea.
you know, a cartoonist.
Okay. Steph, we need your vote. So, Steph, if you agree with us and you're watching this,
Yes.
please give a thumbs up that we can run with this idea.
Because I go back to what I said, I think cartoonists are of the most intelligent people on this planet. They have to be so in tune with the human race to be able to produce what they're producing, that I don't think many of us could do that. And just for a cartoonist, I take my hat off to you.
They are phenomenally sensitive.
Yes.
So sensitive. Here's what they're able to do. They're able to ponder a situation from nothing, like a dream. It might happen in the middle of the night. They get this idea. I'm gonna have two old ladies talking about the fact that their husbands, you know, don't say nice things to them anymore. Oh, that's my idea. That's where I start there. What the heck? How would I do now? So now they're walking. Are they walking on a bridge? Or are they walking in a store? Are they at the dentist? Okay, I'm gonna put them at the dentist. I'm gonna put them in the waiting room at the dentist. Okay, now the waiting room at the dentist. Now, so what are they gonna say? Okay, so what do they look like? What do their hairstyles look like? Okay, what is it? One's tall and frumpy? Is one? I mean, they're having to do an entire film with with sets, clothing designers, you know, everything in a film. They got to come up with their imagination. And then now we've got the set, we've got the scene, and now what are they going to say to each other? Okay, but it even gets harder. Okay, so now I've got the one says to the other, my husband, you know, never appreciates me anymore, and the other one says, my cat doesn't either, but at least my cat pets me. Okay, that's okay. Let's say he likes that. That's it. That's kind of cute. My cat pets me. I like that. My husband doesn't, but my cat does. That's kind of cute. Okay, now we're appealing to the cat lovers. We're also sending a little message to the husbands. Everybody's getting a little insight into how to bring more love and be more, you know, caring. But then the last part is how do I draw their eyes? How do I draw their mouths? Because this conversation's gone from really sweet, but now how I draw are they perplexed? Are they sad? Are they smirking? Are they embarrassed? All that happens in the subtle little eye angles. All that goes on. So, you know, simply saying what they do, the level of intimacy of every moment that they create. And that's why when we look at them for the first time within 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, and we grasp how extraordinary, how much emotion and humanity and, you know, this feeling of like, oh, I'm going to call her up, or I'm going to put this in the fridge and let my wife know that I saw this cartoon. I got it. Right? What? So.
What? I think that's going to be our phrase for every summit. What? Yeah, that's just amazing. I mean, like, you have really done your homework, Robert, to like analyze this like in depth of what the cartoonist is going through, setting up the scene, and they're pondering literally like from their own imagination, which is so remarkable. And what Irma, you were saying, like so intellectual to be able to have that, you know, cognitive ability. So,
Well,
and then to draw it, you know, draw it. And draw emotion in someone's face. I mean, you look at Harry Bliss or any of them. Look at what's happening on the face. Because that face is where you're really getting whether being sarcastic, whether being heartfelt, whether you're sad, whether shy. It all happens right there. And that's why I'm a fanatic about cartoons.
Well, Olivia, you know that I live with an artist. My daughter is a tattoo apprentice at the moment.
Oh.
So she is drawing constantly and very sensitive, very kind. And I noticed most artists are like that. They live through their art. They speak through the art. And I think cartoonists do the same thing. What they feel. Some of us, we write books. Others are musicians. Others would scream it from the rooftops. But a cartoonist, they tell a story.
Oh.
And if we sit down and we really listen to that story, we could walk away a lot wiser for that moment.
I'll give you an example here. So here's a cartoon. Again, this is just a simple cartoon. This is by Jack Ziegler. He passed away a few years ago. But here's a very simple cartoon. Right? Here we go. Okay. There's so much happening in that cartoon.
I see the finger wagging.
Yeah.
Like naughty dog.
And the dog, he's wagging his tail.
He's like, what?
Oh, boy.
So
good
cute.
dog.
I just wagged my tail.
I'm a good dog.
Yes.
Right? It's so sweet.
That is me today with my puppy.
What's that?
We have a 3-month-old. It's a border collie with a golden retriever puppy. We've had it not even a week.
Oh my God.
And that was me today.
Oh my God. Yeah, okay. You want to pee on the floor? Okay, I'll do it again. I'll do it. That's great. No problem. No pee on the floor. But again, one of the things I like to see is I like to see people using this in high-level corporate executive meetings when saying, I'm not here to make anybody wrong. Okay. We need to increase our sales and we just got to come up with some way to do it. I'm not, I want to be the good guy. I know some of you guys are like, okay, well then what do you want us to do? The point is you can make a great serious business point by having the ambiance of the room being levity, lightness, and playfulness. And you couldn't say that or set that scene better. You couldn't, more than a cartoon can let everybody know immediately that you're what you say, you're good-natured about how we're going to try to deal with this difficult challenge here.
I just want to turn our attention to the audience. So if you're tuning in, watching this amazing speaker spotlight featuring Robert Bostick, and we're talking about cartoonists. And so if you're a cartoonist, raise your hand. We want to know where you are. And also, if you have a favorite cartoonist that you'd like to recommend or nominate as a future speaker of Sing Your Heart Song Summit, please let us know. Engage with us in the chat. So go ahead and drop those comments. And I hope I got this name right. It was Harry Bliss, right? Bliss. Okay, so I'm going to pop the link here. So check out Harry's cartoons. So he comes highly endorsed by Robert. So go wrong. So here I found the website for Harry Bliss. So go and check out Harry Bliss, or just type in Harry Bliss on the cartoon search engine.
You can, and you will see the very best of Harry Bliss. And you can spend literally an hour and a cup of coffee or whatever you like and just be stunned by his sweetness and his genius. And he does it every single day, 5 days a week. And he's one of my favorite. I've never met him yet. And, I'll meet all these people one of these days. But
Harry Bliss, if you're watching this at some point in time, Robert Bostick wants to meet you for coffee. So
Harry, I need to meet. And I've met it. There's a cartoonist that lives here in town here, and he's great too. And I see, I just see their work on it. He's in my local paper here, right? And he's also in New York. He's a New Yorker, and he's in the local paper here. But every time I find a great one, he's like, oh my God, I love this. Well, I I just had this. I get this newspaper once a week or once a month called Funny Times, and it's full of cartoons. And I curate that newspaper, and I just took, I just cut out a whole bunch of them, this week, and I go find. Then I'll find them where they are online. And I'm a cartoon hunt. There you go, the cartoon hunter.
Ooh.
Ta-da! We should give you a whole branding portfolio on this live stream. The Cartoon Hunter.
Oh my God, that's funny. Now we're on to something. Oh,
now we're on to something.
That is my new character. I'm putting that guy on LinkedIn soon. He's
I
coming.
didn't know that you did that. That you would manually still search the Sunday paper or your local newspaper for cartoons. And what do? You scan them in?
What I do is, a friend of mine talking the other day, and she sent me a text of her favorite cartoon on the refrigerator that's 30 years old. I said, I'll find it. And so, what I do is I got to make a copy of it good enough to search for it. And then if I can I try to find the original location of it. Is it a New Yorker cartoon? Is it, where is it? So I can just find a good copy. And then if I can find a good copy, I will then see where can I send people to that the cartoonist hopefully will be discovered or somebody will benefit from it. And then I put that in the cartoon search engine. Then I got to figure out how many categories is this cartoon? Is this about childhood? Is it about childhood and is it about food? Is it food, childhood, and sadness? Is it food, childhood, sadness, and dad? Whatever it is. And so I try to come up with how many categories that people can find it through. But plus you can find it because I type in the whole entire caption, so it can be found that way. And then I try to rank it. So it's all kinds of, I spend a long time with each cartoon before I put it in there. But tomorrow, I just started my first time. I'm doing a Friday wrap-up, Friday humor wrap-up. I'm going to do it every Friday now, where the best cartoons of the week that I find, I'm going to post them so people, the perfect cartoon, so you can find 8 new cartoonists and discover 8 new cartoonists and then be on your way. But now I've got what did I call myself? The Cartoon Hunter. God, that's good.
From down
You're so good, you amaze yourself there, Robert.
What's that?
You're so good, you amaze yourself there.
Yeah. So, do I need to have the Australian accent in the Cartoon Hunter? Sure.
So.
And you need a knife.
A knife, yes. Hunter. Maybe I'll use what else can I use instead of I know, a brain. The Cartoon Hunter.
Yes,
the best cartoons in the world. They come out of here. The brain of the cartoonist. I'm looking for the best cartoonist in the world. You have to keep my brain in my hat. Yes. You have to keep your brain in your hat always. We'll work on something. Something's got to work.
Okay, if you're scrolling by and you're not stopping to see this, I dare you to stop and not laugh. That's awesome.
By the way, I had to show you something. So this is you talked about props. So the brain is a prop. This prop here is $80. It's a real lifeline brain. It's real size. That's our entire life, folks. Right? Everything we think we are, the whole thing, the dreams, everything, our voice in our head. Really? This is what it's all about? Yes. But secondly, is this my new favorite thing? I did a video one time. This is, see if I can get to work just right. This is, they call it brain floss. Ooh. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, my brain surgeon says I need to floss my brain twice a day now, he said. So, these little props are easy, fun add-ons for a presenter.
We need to do that again. The video on the screen. Irma, you have to participate. Come on now. Let me get you in the middle, Robert. Okay, here we go.
What are we doing?
We are going to brain floss because you got to do it twice a day. So everybody roll out your floss. Come on, roll it out. I need a long piece, right? So just roll.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to thread it through our ears. Come up the other side. On a count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're going to floss. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's so good. Ooh,
that's
so good. Oh. That little thing right there, it's made in Britain. Cost $8, brain floss. And when I found it, I was like, are you kidding? We're still making, look at this box. This has got to be 30 years old, this packaging. They're still making them. They're still shipping them from Britain. $8.
Whoa.
So
How
you heard
funny.
it here first. Brain floss twice a day
Yes.
for your mental hygiene.
There you go. Mental hygiene. Oh my God, that's funny.
Awesome. And truly, I mean, I don't know how you do it, Robert, but you just pump out content, delicious, juicy content every day, like every hour of LinkedIn, I feel. So if you are not connected to Robert yet on LinkedIn, please go connect with him right now. Like, do it right now. And he's going to introduce a whole new series, the Friday wrap up. Oh my gosh. And so
Friday humor wrap up. Yeah.
something that you want to make sure you get notified for. So when you go visit Robert's profile on LinkedIn, hit that notification bell. It's a little bell in the upper right corner. Hit that bell so that way you never miss a post. So
You don't want to miss. And I have to say, I only started posting every day like 3 months ago. And what's weird is I'm becoming like a cartoonist. In other words, I post every day. So a cartoonist has to take a minimum of an hour or two to come up with a cartoon, I'm assuming. But from idea to every, so it takes me about an hour. Longer, probably. I don't know. Maybe I have four or five in the thing. But basically, every night I come up with an idea. I create a graphic, and then in the morning, I then put the graphic up on, and I just start typing. Like, what is this thing about here? Kind of like a cartoonist might do again. So I got the cartoon vibe going now, where I'm posting every day. But what's interesting, and it's true for cartoonists too, is I don't even know where my words are coming from. They just like I look, and I have this thing takes over and said, this is what, this is about here. So by the end of it, I'm kind of blown away. What the heck has just come through me? So that's kind of fun.
channeling. Oh my gosh, you're like channeling something.
I really am. I've never written like this before. I've never talked like this before. I've never written, so I'm excited about what happens. But let's get Jerry Seinfeld to give a shout out to the perfect cartoon.
Robert, the cartoon hunter, going forward, what is in store for you? Apart from the fact that you will be one of the presenters at our Senior Heart Summit on the 19th to the 21st of July, what else is in store for you?
It's very exciting right now. First of all, my new site is coming out. So I have built for HumorPoint 3 personally built sites myself. And then this vendor came up and said, you know what, we need to redo your site. I'm like, oh, really? I just finished one last year. And they've done a really good job. And they did this video. Oh my God. So I wrote this script. I couldn't believe the script I wrote. And this genius guy, Josh, he did a video. So now this is on the front page of HumorPoint now. This video is the most astonishing video about the power of humor. It's 2 minutes, minute 50. I've never seen anything like it before. So, I mean, that's blown my mind. I don't know how that came from the universe. Every time I look at it, I think, oh my God. So, HumorPoint is, my whole vision is that I've now lowered the bar to entry that anybody can enter the power of humor. You don't have to have a sense of humor at all. You don't have to just simply find what you love and share it and watch what happens. But my fantasy is that in the next couple of years, that corporate executives, they think I'm going to just deploy HumorPoint within my organization. I'm going to get credit for being a great guy and for trying to enhance the vibe and joy in our organization, the heart song of our organization, and give everybody a chance to start to provide more joy and lightness within the organization, transform the organizational culture, attract more talent, and yada yada, and be a great leader, and be also elevate my leadership reputation as one from like anonymous to like a great guy who I'll do anything for. So that's my silly fantasy, but I think it's pretty realistic.
Well said, Robert. Find what you love and share it. You get to associate yourself with these witty intellectual cartoonists. Why not?
But the thing is, like I've got the perfect GIF, like there's the perfect meme. I mean, you can make a meme now. You can have it say whatever you want. These GIFs are adorable. Like the perfect comedy clip, the perfect joke. I mean, this stuff is all curated. It's all the same. It's all like when you're walking around the site instead of watching Netflix, going, damn, this stuff is good. And it's never been a place before. It's just like, all right, well, man. I wonder if I'd lose my job doing that joke.
Coming from corporate, right?
Right. And I had a guy lose his $450,000 a year job because he threw a funny image he thought was funny into a newsletter, and somebody was offended, and he was escorted out of the building the next day. So I mean, there's no screwing around with the wrong humor. So that's why and so because of that, people are very tenuous in business. That's why there's the old line, B2B stands for boring to boring, because people are just so tentative about getting in trouble. But
Well, if B2B is boring to boring, what's B2C?
let's see. How about better? No, boring to. I don't know. B2B too easy.
Sleep on it, and you can find out the answer at the Sing Your Heart Song Summit. How's that?
Yeah, there you go.
Come to the Sing Your Heart Song Summit, and we will reveal what Robert
B2C.
B2C. We can only come to the summit to find out.
Oh yeah. No. And if you can sleep, good luck sleeping between now and then.
Yeah, Robert. Good luck.
I can't sleep. How many more days? It's 20 more days. 20 more days. I haven't slept in 11 days. B2C. What could he possibly come up with? The B2B was so funny.
Ask your cartoonist friends. Maybe they'll have some ideas.
Yeah. I know. B to cranium. Boring to cranium. Even the cranium, it's boring too. Yeah, there you go.
Not born to be wild.
Yeah.
Born to be cranium.
Yeah.
Cranium.
Or just boring to cranium. That's how you know, man. Is it boring to cranium or not? Yeah, now you mentioned that is boring to cranium. No wonder I'm bored. Because it's boring to him. Because if he's everything, then he's bored. All right.
Oh, Robert, we are having so much fun with you. Thank you for coming to visit us and for enlivening this whole surrounding areas. Everywhere people are watching, they are going to be giggling. I bet you.
Oh.
They're going to have a little chuckle, and they might be at work watching this, and they go, "This is so."
So many things you can learn on live stream, right? You can learn about the benefits of brain flossing. You can meet the brand new Cartoon Hunter coming to a city near you.
This Cartoon Hunter thing. I am serious. Watch out. That guy. That's the guy.
That's the
guy.
Hilarious. That could be the guy who gets famous because he's just said, he's on Oprah, and now I got the Cartoon Hunter. Tell us, how'd you get started being a cartoon hunter? Do you hunt? Do you go to Africa at all? Oh, sure. Oh, yeah.
Global. Yes, cartoons around the world. Why not?
Yeah. Oh my God. I think
Robert the Cartoon Hunter, who is related to Robert Redford. What can we say?
Only the best at the Sing Your Heart Song Summit, right, Irma?
There you go. Oh, the Heart Song Summit is great. Such a great name, a great idea, and I appreciate it very much.
Thank you, Robert. We're so pleased to have you in our community. Thank you to all of you for jumping the comments today, adding in your funny comments. We really appreciate you engaging with us. And please, honestly, do connect with Robert. Don't wait until July to get to know him and follow his cartoon posts and updates. You can get a lot of great ideas to help elevate your leadership, help elevate your next presentation through his humor tool. So go ahead and click on that notification bell, connect with Robert. And also, please feel free to check out HumorPoint.com. And so it's a brand new website. Go and just explore, find what you love, and share it. So thank you, Robert, for being on here, and we'll be in touch. So
nice to meet you. Olivia, nice to see you again. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Great day, Robert.
Fun, Robert. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye for now, Robert. Irma, what do you think about that speaker spotlight?
Yes, I love it.
So much fun getting to have these conversations with our speakers, right? Just getting to know like a different dimension of them.
Yes.
And I think that's really important that our audience needs to see, so they don't feel like so distant. They can build up and trust factor.
I do like it. I think they are very fortunate that they have this and they're not paying for this.
Indeed. Yes. So if you want more of Irma, myself, and Steph, and Robert, and 21 other amazing speakers, please register. The link is below, singyourheartsongsummit.com. The link is active. Go and grab your ticket today.
Yes. Do not hesitate. Do not wait. Don't go to bed tonight before you connect it. and you signed up to be in our summit.
Exactly. All right, Irma, I will see you next time. Have a great day.
Bye, Olivia.
All right, bye-bye.